Hey, how's it going, Jim? My name is Jack here with Mr. and Mrs. Leeds. Thanks for trying out the site auditor. Hope you got some insight out of that. I wanted to follow up here and do a video analysis of your website and to provide some further insight as a search marketer in terms of um, uh, your SEO and how we would be able to help you rank for some of the keywords if we were to tackle this project on together. All right, so without further ado, let me go and get started. The first thing I did was I actually pulled up your website here in a tool called Ahrefs. Ahrefs allows search marketers like myself to look at the metrics of a website and see what's been working out for you. So what I can see right off the bat is basically you don't have a lot of referring domains and backlinks. This is very integral to SEO because it's a direct correlation between the number of links and quality links that you have and how quickly you rank for the keywords you want to rank for and how highly you rank for them. And so it's very important that we continue to have more links pointing to your website because that builds the authority and that affects your ranking. Now, in case you didn't know what a backlink is, it's basically any website out there on the internet that links back to your website via a hyperlink. So for example, if there is a blog that's called the VoIP blog, and they mention you in one of their blog posts, they say, hey, if you're looking for the best VoIP services, check out platinumcg.com. And if the person clicked on the link, it would take them to your website. And so the fact that that person actually has a hyperlink linking out to back to your website is considered a backlink, and you want a lot of these to point back to your website, like I was explaining earlier. And this is something that we can absolutely help. For national phrases like VoIP phones, what we need to do is we need to at least start with about 300 referring domains on about 1 to 3,000 backlinks, and then continue to move forward from there. It's very VoIP phones, like trying to rank for that kind of thing, Jim, is not something that you can do very quickly because there's a lot of competition for it. So I hope that you kind of had that kind of expectation going into this, and that it wasn't just going to be you set up a website and a couple of things and then everything will be all set. We have to make sure that um, that we really take this to the next level by making sure that we have certain expectations set first in place before anything else, right? Because that's something that we've been running into with our current clients, with having certain expectations that aren't physically possible, right? So there's going to be SEO companies, there are shady SEO companies out there that are going to tell you, hey, we can give you the world, we can do this, this, and that, blah, 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 and they don't set the right expectations, and then the client comes back and says, okay, it's been a month, how come we're not ranking at the top of Google for everything that we talked about? And then they kind of give you the spiel and stuff. Like for us here at Mr. and Mrs. Leeds, we want to set the standard straight from the get-go, and this is just one of those things that's going to take time, months, probably close to 6 to 8 months to rank for some of the larger key phrases. And then in the meantime, though, we can go after longer tail keywords that'll rank faster. But I want to hold that expectation and be truthful and honest about being realistic about what's actually possible and how long the time frame is going to be, and for you to understand that SEO is an ongoing process and not an exact science where we know X becomes Y. It's one of those things where as we go along and every niche is different. So as we go along and we do our tests and we continue to add links and authority and things like that, then we're going to be able to recognize, okay, this is what's working, this isn't working, and it's an ongoing process. The good thing is this is just one of those things that SEO in general is difficult to do, which is a good advantage for you because once you get into this market and we begin this and we establish ourselves in this niche, then we're definitely going to be able to be a key player and have that trench and that moat around us because it's very difficult, like I said, to rank for in Google these days, especially. And so once you can establish yourself, you've effectively built a moat because you're going to be miles and miles ahead of your competition by the time they actually start getting into um, SEO. All right. So that's one of the first things that we have to focus on is just building out the authority by building more links to your website. Let me take a look at your website and see what I can find. Right off the bat, what I can see is that it's just a little bit outdated. You have the contact us here at the bottom, and you can see there's a lot of dead space at the bottom, so that's kind of funky looking. I like these pictures. I think they look good. This contact us page needs to be at the top. Ideally, instead of a contact us button where it takes to the contact us page, it literally just has the questionnaire right here, and it says, do you need help? Right here, honestly, instead of this connect with us, and actually have this on the contact us page. Instead, actually just have a questionnaire where they can fill out their first name, last name, email, and maybe a phone number and a comment. That way, because there's a lot of people that aren't willing to actually like pick up the phone and call you, but a lot more people are inclined to just enter their details and then for you to reach out to them at a later point. And so I highly recommend doing that. It's going to increase your conversion rate. So if 100 people visit your website instead of one person like signing up or a potential lead, maybe closer to 4 or 5. This is just something that's very effective that we basically require of all of our clients to make sure that they have some kind of questionnaire somewhere on their website and ideally on the home page and basically every single page. The other thing I can see is the history right here. We just need more text because having more content rather than less content is another ranking factor, and the more content you have and the kind of engaging content, Google can recognize that more content has a direct correlation with the quality of the website, and so they give you more credit. So if you spend some more time hashing out more content for the website, it's going to help with ranking factors as well. We have in-house content writers that we can access. Otherwise, if you want to kind of hash out that content, we can make sure that it's implemented correctly as well. So what I can notice right off the bat, not right off the bat, but the more that I look at this, you actually have a local business location for this website, and I hope that you have a Google My Business page. So I don't think it does look to me like you actually have a Google My Business page, and it's really important that we actually have one. If I search up something like, let's see, Illinois. Okay, there we go. So if you look at this, you can see how like there's these map packs and these local listings, and this is only simply because they actually have. Oh no, you know what? This is not even Illinois, is it? Yeah, this is Colorado Springs. But essentially, this would be the same thing. Like right now, I'm looking in Colorado Springs, which is why it's showing mine. But if you were out there, like we need to make sure that you have this Google My Business page because I'm just going to be able to collect some leads that way because of how your Google My Business pages show up, especially mobilely. Mobilely, you just tend to have a lot more like these kind of map pack listings as opposed to on the computer. And so we need to make sure, and because more users nowadays are on their smartphones than on their computers, we just need to make sure that you have a Google My Business page because you have a physical location and a business location that serves the Illinois area. All right. So yeah, right here at the contact page. So yeah, I hope at the very least you got some insight out of that. There's some things that are working well for the website, and there's some things that definitely we need to work on. I'd love to kind of chat with you further about exactly what you're looking to do here, Jim, with the website. But until then, I'll wrap this up here. Hope you have a great rest of your week, and I look forward to talking to you soon, all right? Thank you. Take care.